This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Merry Delta. Dragula 666 star Asia Consent is here. We chat about cats, scat, and Pond's cold cream. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go off.
Oh. Mom!
Are you a lady like me? Introspective, beautiful. Oh, are you intellectual like me? Beguiled by a bargain? You like wild times? Oh, like me? Are you serving the community like me? Well, if you are, then you must be very Delta. I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Merry Delta, a luxury public access podcast and YouTube talk show where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very Delta. Very Merry Delta is for the woman who wants to know, do you want your present now or later? But first, let's get into some things that are very Merry Delta. You know, everything is a continued conversation on this show, and I think we should pick up where we left off, and that's with Target. I still don't understand why people are so in love with Target. And before, my issue was not being able to find certain items at Target, right? I was looking for fresh herbs. I was looking for a macaroni. I was looking for dinner rolls that I could have with dinner that night. So many things I couldn't find. And that's fine. Just go to another store. However, the other day I was on my way home from recording and I knew I had to pick up cat food. So I thought to myself, you know, I pass a couple of Targets on the way home. They're not my normal Targets, but Targets have cat food. So let me just stop. I'll run in. I'll grab what I need. Self-checkout, in, out, all good. So I'm about 5 miles from home and I stop into the Target and I go in and I grab a cart and I look over. I can see something sparkling that looks like a nutcracker. And I'm like, I need that hot pink nutcracker. So I grab that. And as I'm circling back around, I see a sign that says Coca-Cola products 40% off with the Target Circle app. And I'm thinking, well, I don't really need to go to the store for soda, and I didn't come to the store for soda, but at 40% off, I mean, it's not going to hurt to put 3 12-packs into the garage, and we'll just have that for when we need it. So I go to self-checkout, and there's a girl standing there sort of directing people to which one's open, and she waves to me that this one's open. So I go up, and I start scanning things, and then as I scan the first thing, it says, like, do you want to enter your phone number? So I enter the phone number in, and it recognizes it. Scanning the items, and I see that the sodas say $7.99 and then there's no like discount on it. And I think, well, maybe it comes up when you click pay. Maybe that's when it takes it off. So I clicked in the bags, right? I said, I have one bag. And then I clicked pay and nothing happened. So I look over at the girl and I summon her over. Like I just kind of do like a this. And she comes over and I say, hi, I think I might have done something wrong. You know how I do, right? I make myself small. Hi, I think I may have done something wrong. And she's like, well, what's the matter? I said, well, these 12 packs of Diet Coke should be 40% off with the purchase of 3 and with a phone number, like the app situation. And she goes, oh, well, maybe they're not on sale. And I said, no, they're on sale. The signage says so. This girl starts rifling through her pocket like this. and she pulls out a receipt that has been through a dryer maybe 100 times. It was so like worn away. Like it was like a scroll. Like it was like from Jesus' time. And it had a barcode on it, or the memory of a barcode there. And she gets it and she's trying to unfold it and she's flattening it like this. And she just keeps pushing on it. And finally, beep, it recognizes it. And then she goes, yeah, okay, there you go. And I go, oh, thank you. And she walks away. And then I look up and I'm like, nothing has transpired. Like, I don't know what this and then this and then this was. So I'm thinking, well, maybe that's how they do it. And like, she thought the same way I did. I put in my number, the discount would come on. She probably figured like, well, I did an override. And so here's your discount. And she just didn't think about it because maybe this is something she does all the time. So she walks away and I see her helping other people. And then finally, and I promise you, maybe 10 minutes had passed and I was still at that register. She finally like looks over at me and I'm like, hi. She comes back and I said, I don't know what you entered, but it didn't seem to work. So then she takes the dryer sheet out, unfolds it again. It almost looks like a used up fortune cookie, like Fortune. Like that's the size of the paper that they've left her with. This is what she's been given to, I guess, override transactions or seek further the brevity of the situation. So she takes it and she's doing this again. And then she goes, there you go. I said, oh, no. I need you to be here with me. I need someone with me. The discount is not showing up. So then she's like, well, and then that's when I realized like this is a mild person with not the bandwidth to understand what's happening here, right? This is not a problem solver. And I get that. In no way was I going to like demand anything or get loud, or I had already made myself small, and that's all you can do with a person like that. The next step is to ask for more help. So somebody who's more equipped. In this case, is there a shift leader? Is there a manager? Is there somebody that she reports to? So finally she gets somebody, a woman who's wrangling carts, and she brings the cart wrangler over and she says, hey, and she says, there's a problem here. And the cart wrangler says, well, what's going on? And I said, well, these 3 12-packs of Diet Coke are supposed to be 40% off with the Circle app, and it's not recognizing it. So I don't know what the issue could be. And she says, the cart wrangler, she says, well, maybe they're not on sale. And I said, well, they're on sale. And there's got to be a way that we can get to figuring out how I can get in on the sale, because the reason that I know is that the signage is up and the dates are up on it. And also you have that scanner in your hand. So she goes, oh, so now I guess I'm a freelance Target employee. I don't know. She scans it and she goes, oh yeah, they're on sale. I said, okay. She goes, okay. And she's about to walk away. I said, no. I wasn't asking you if they were on sale. I was telling you that they're on sale. But what we need to figure out is how I can show that reflected on my receipt and my credit card purchase before I make that purchase. And she says, well, you have to have the Circle app. And I said, I do have the Circle app. And I did enter it and it did recognize it, but it's not offering me a discount. And the girl over here who was originally helping me is still just kind of rocking and staring, and she's got her gauze, like there's nothing she can do. And I can't be mad at her because these are the tools that they've left her with. But this person, I can't be mad at either, but I can question, why is it that you don't know? And why is it after scanning, you don't know the next step? I want to know what's happening at Target. Like, I expect this kind of behavior at Walmart. I really do, because Walmart lets you know when you come in, this is no man's land. When you come in here, we don't give a shit what's going to happen to you, because sometimes you're going to be in self-checkout and sometimes you're not. And sometimes we have something and sometimes we don't. Walmart has turned into a store where these people are running through each of the aisles like a slee stack. And they've just got these big carts and they're filling them up with purchases that people are going to be picking up curbside. So that's the priority. They know at Walmart, an individual guest doing their own shopping, they're not a priority. And they play in your face when you leave Walmart, holding those receipts. You bring your receipt. Oh, here you go. And they go, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Nobody's checking receipts. I need a job at Walmart checking receipts. That's what I need. I should probably stop doing this and start doing that. Honestly, I really I'm not surprised when I go to Walmart, and I would rather be jumped into a gang at 3:00 in the morning while I'm completely naked, only wearing high heels, than go to Walmart and have to encounter one of those people with those carts. Because listen, if they stop that cart in the middle and they're doing shopping, they look at you like, girl, and what do you think you're doing? What are you giving? What am I giving? I'm giving you my money in person. I'm trying to purchase. I'm trying to make purchases. I'm trying to buy cat food. So when you go to Target, the problem with Target is that Target plays in your face too, but Target likes to be like, come to our dollar spot, have a little coffee. We have a pride section sometimes. We have all these things available. We love you at Target. Be you, right? Come take a picture with the dog. Come sit on the bench. They have all these offerings. But then when it comes down to it, nobody knows how to give me a discount. And by the way, I said to the person, I rarely use this app. Is it possible that it has just expired? Is it possible that maybe I need to change my password? It's recognizing the number. And she said to me, oh no, it's recognizing your account. And I said, is there something maybe I should do? Do you think I should change that password? Do you think I should call a number? And she goes, well, yeah, maybe. Oh, well, I'm here in the middle of a transaction. How about you do that? How about you show me how to give me good customer service? How about you do the critical thinking? Because I don't fucking work here. So why is that my job? I didn't leave an application in here. I'm asking something basic. And I know before you come for me and say, what's the big deal? You know what the big deal is? The big deal is if it happened to you, you would be speaking up. And if you're not speaking up, it's because you're a puss. I'm speaking up. I'm going to say something. You want us using the app? Download every app. Use your self-checkout. Come through. Do this, do that. And the second you say, oh gosh, I'm having a difficult time. Well, yeah, it looks like it. We don't know how you can fix that. Well, why didn't she pull out her gauze? Why didn't she lay it down? Why didn't she go like this and say, I'm going to do a manual override. I'm sorry for your inconvenience. I see that the signage says that it's 40% off. I see that I scanned it and it's 40% off. I see that you have a Circle app with us. Something has transpired here where it's going like this. See this? It's not going like this. And it needs to go like this. So what she needs to do is honor that, go to the person that she reports to and say, hey, I had an issue just now with a customer who has a Circle app. It's not honoring the discount. Is anyone else experiencing that? Yes, no, maybe so, who knows? But the next move is, if we are experiencing that, pull the signage, put the signage away. Let's reach out to our district manager, whoever is on duty at the time, and say, we're experiencing this. We are not in the business of doing manual overrides to give people 40% off, whether they have the app or not. That is only for people with the app. But we have to do that because we provide good customer service to all of our customers, whether they have the app or not, or whether or not our system is honoring the app. So when all was said and done, I said, I guess I'm not getting the discount. Can you please remove the 3 12-packs of soda from the register and I will just pay for the items that I'm going to buy? And she goes, oh, so you don't want the discount? Oh, so you don't want the discount? So now the person with the low bandwidth, the mild child, now her behavior has rub off onto the manager, who now her takeaway from all of this was that I don't want the discount. I want to know where my gauze is. I'm so, the reason I get unnerved by this is not because I'm so desperate for 40% off. I'm so desperate to know why and how people are just collecting a check with just as little as, like, just no critical thinking at all. Just none. And it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. Had nothing to do with me needing Diet Coke. Had nothing to do with me needing 40% off. Had everything to do with the fact that it's something so simple. Every store is pushing an app. Gotta have an app, gotta have an app, gotta have an app. I've had your app. And the times that I go to use it, the one time this year where I'm like, oh, maybe it makes sense for me this time. I never abuse the app. Maybe I should just abuse it. I don't know. You can't override anything. That blows that's not possible. That's not possible. Now, I'm not saying you should make a habit of overriding, and I didn't want an override on everything. I just wanted you to acknowledge. I wanted Target to acknowledge and say, I see the situation. I see that we drew you in with the promise of a discount that only we are offering at this time. And we asked you to do one thing, have the app to do it. And you even went over and self-checkout. You don't even work here, but you were bagging up and paying for your own groceries on your own. I should have just gone to another register. I bet you if I had raised a funk, if I had just gotten loud, they would have shut me up because I was getting loud. But I didn't think there was a reason to get loud. I figured just find the right person to help you. There's nobody to help you. Target is turning into the no man's land that Walmart has always been. And that's just the way it's going to be. Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a break. Today's guest comes to us from Dragula season 666. It's Asia Consent. Hi.
Yes, hi,
I'm so glad you're here.
Oh my God. This is so surreal, fever dream tease. I honestly, I've been watching this for so long. And even when I was getting ready for Dragula, I would have you on in the background. And I was like, oh my God. There's so many segments are so funny. There's many that people highlight on and everything. But my favorite that nobody talks about is when you're at the airport and you're talking about, hi, Mama Bear. Hi, Papa Bear.
Right?
That's my favorite one. It's so fucking funny because you are making the baby annoying. I'm like, that is so true. It's so true. And you see it every single time.
Every time.
Yes.
How do you feel about flying for gigs?
Honestly, it sounded so fierce, before getting on TV and everything. But now I'm like, damn, girl, I am so tired. I need to take a nap.
Yeah.
I'm running out of energy. My body's giving up on me. But you know what? The paycheck's just still fierce. So why
They
not?
They are. You got to work hard. That's, a lot of people think what an easy life you have. It must be so easy. And while there are parts of it that are easy, there are that hard parts, like getting up so early. People always say, oh, what did you love about the city? And it's I didn't see any of it.
I know. That's the thing. It's it seems so fierce. You're traveling to blah, blah, blah. But literally you see the airport, you see the inside of a club, and then you see the airport again. That's literally it. It's fun, but it's just damn, I wish I had a little more time to hang out and see what the city's actually about. See all the scum and all the glamour around it. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream location that you haven't visited that you'd love to visit?
I'm just finalizing my passport, so I really want to go international.
Sure.
And number one place, I know this is so random, but Japan is on the top of my list because I'm a major nerd and I love anime, manga, comic books, things like that, and video games and stuff. And I feel like Japan has a wealth of culture with that. Plus, they just have beautiful nature and cherry blossoms.
Oh my
and all
God!
that.
Art, food, fashion, all of it is
just
really there.
Everything. The fashion too is just to die. So I'm I just want to, just for pleasure, that would be fun. But as far as traveling gigs, I'd love to go to Chicago. I haven't gone yet, but something tells me it might be in the works soon. So
I think so. I think so. Absolutely.
Yeah. Our season of Dragula, actually, we had 3 people from Chicago. Well,
okay.
Chicago and Chicago adjacent. Hi, Auntie. But yeah, that was, it was interesting. Why are there so many bitches from Chicago? And apparently none of them like each other from what I'm hearing. So, oops, scandalous. But
I mean,
Yeah. And after meeting them, I get it. I don't like any of them either.
Damn. Well, you have to. You're playing a game. You have to fight. You have to fight as much as you're on a show that is about a cast. It's also a show about competitors, and so if you get caught up in just loving everyone, you lose sight of the game, right?
I know, and it's hard too because you really do kind of fall in love with in love with everyone when you're there. But then also too, it's oh yeah, no, we're actually here to win something and possibly get $100,000 before taxes.
If you had that prize money and you could have like just one splurge thing, maybe just one splurge purchase, what would it be? It could be ridiculous.
Damn. Okay, my first thought, no shade, is I've gotten pumped a couple times. Nothing crazy, but like I kind of want to get my breasts done again because I'm like,
okay,
I got them like 10 years ago, so maybe I want to, plump them up a little more. And it'll be for Asia and Nicole, my out of drag name. But if it was something not on my body, damn, I kind of just want like a fierce cat tree for my cats. Like I think that'd be the cutest thing. I know you just recently got a new kitty too.
I did. Yeah.
I saw the picture. I was like, oh my God, so cute.
I need to post more of them because I'm just obsessed with what I saw during Halloween. I feel like I always come alive from Halloween to like the end of the winter. Right.
Yes.
That's like the time because I'm such an indoor person. I don't want heat. I don't want any of that. Unless I go to hell, I know I'll have a great seat next to you and some others.
I'll meet you there, girl.
Right. But I love that time. And one thing I saw at Halloween was a cat tree that was like a full gothic, like it looked like a temple.
Yes.
I love it.
That's the splurge. Yeah.
That's the splurge item, right?
Yes. I'll get me one and I'll get you one as well.
I love that. Do you have pets? You mentioned my cats, but
yes. Yeah. I actually, I have 3 kitties.
Oh my gosh. Tell me.
Yes.
I want to know.
Yeah. So they're all from the same litter. They're about 5 years old now, but I have Tangy, which was like a play on Miss Vanjie at the time, but Tangy, they're an orange kitty. Biggest cat you've ever seen in your life. They're 25 pounds.
Wow.
My God. Yeah. And she's just too much. And then I have Ba, which she just made that noise a lot when she was little. She's like, Ba. So that's just her name.
That's cute.
Yes, my favorite name, though, this one, I'll get into this. Her name is Sis. And she's like this tiny, just S-I-S. Sis. I love her.
I love
my
that.
tiny little baby. But yeah, they're all from the same litter. Okay, fun. This is so horrible, but I just have to share it with you.
If it's horrible, I want to hear it.
Yes. Okay, so when Sis was a little baby, me and my ex at the time, I got with my ex, blah, blah, blah. They turned on the dryer. Yeah, and I heard it, and I was like, did you put shoes in the dryer? And before I even finished the sentence, my partner got up and then opened the dryer, and my kitty was in there.
No.
I literally, was immediately, going to have a panic attack. This is insane. And she was just, breathing heavy for, a little bit, and then eventually she was fine. But, literally, I was like, this is madness. Yeah, so now sometimes I love her to death, but sometimes she's like... her head, she's just, just kind of, you can tell it discombobulated her a little bit. But honestly, she's been so much sweeter ever since. I don't know what it was, but something about the dryer fumes. It just I got her together.
Well, and it's a dryer sheet. It softens everything.
Yes. It's why is a dryer sheet? We just got baby Sis over here.
Yeah. Baby Sis. 3 cats.
That is so crazy. Peter's going to hit me up. I already know. It was an accident. Okay.
It was an
accident.
It was an accident. And you also, these are, rescue cats.
Yes.
You're keeping them. Do they look similar?
So Tangy and Sis look like the same, but 20 pounds difference.
Okay.
And then Ba looks like, I don't know what happened. She was just completely her own, but they're calico, muted calico, and then a big orange cat, kind of Garfield energy. So yeah, I just love my kitties. I know you have a couple too. You got Tango Cha-Cha.
Oh my gosh, you remember.
I do, because I remember the dancing names, which I'm not a dancing diva, but I remember your partner is all about dancing.
Yeah.
What's your new kitty's name?
Well, so her name is Ash. Because she's gray. I know, so original. But we were tossing around other names because I was thinking Dorian, like the movie Dorian Gray. I thought a play on that. But also we took they to the doctor, and they said, this kitten is too young for us to determine specifically. But we think that we're going to assign female, but that could change because she was only 5 weeks. And I don't know why I just assumed to start calling her him. And I should take a lead from my partner, whose dad found a cat in their neighborhood that had a mole. And he said, oh, we have a new cat. And its name is Cindy Catford, like Cindy Crawford.
That's too much.
And then finds out later, well, we took the cat to the vet and they said that Cindy Catford is a boy.
Yes. She's just
And
a
I
drag
said, well,
queen.
what's her name? And they said, Cindy Catford. So, I mean, they weren't worried about the gender assigned for the cat. So I don't know why I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel like with animals too, it's kind of like they're all just kind of like
what
non-binary
I say.
teas. Like, just live your non-binary tea. I love it. And
There's
it's
something
like,
special about cats, right? Like,
I
there's just,
love kitties.
they can do their own thing. But then sometimes
Yeah.
you're like walking by and you're like, I need to hug you right now. And like, you just go crazy.
Yes. It's like the cuteness, aggression. Like, they're so cute. It's just like, you just want to like hug them so
Right.
tight and everything. They're just so adorable. And too, like with cats, it's like once they actually like love you, that's when you're like, oh, like I actually won this animal over. I feel like with dogs, it's like they love you no matter what. But like cats, you really have to like earn their love.
Oh, you have to earn it.
Yes.
1,000%. And they
It's
will
not
look
just
at you
given.
sometimes and they're like, not
yeah,
today.
you're garbage. Even though you just fed me, I don't care. Yeah, you're
Right.
still trash to me.
They'll lay on whatever and you're like, you could break that, whatever you're laying on. And they just, I think they know too. And they're like, and if I do,
Oh, absolutely.
what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Buy another one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ooh, must
Oh,
be so
poor me.
difficult. Go to work.
Yeah, no, literally.
Let's take a break. We are back with Asia Consent. And I'm obsessed with all of the monsters that come from Dragula. I love Dragula. My dream is to participate in Dragula in some way. I don't know
Yes.
how. I don't know if I could compete because I don't think I'm that great. But
Oh, don't discount yourself.
in some way, I would love to participate just because I love the idea. And when I say I come alive at Halloween through Christmas, I feel like there's a place where they overlap just because I like decorating my little things. And so to
Yeah.
have you here as a Dragula monster who is also on the set of Christmas, I think it just makes perfect sense because I know you love horror.
I do.
And when people ask me, what are your favorite Christmas movies? I'm like, they're horror movies that are Christmas movies. And I love them.
What are a couple that come
Okay,
to mind
so
for you?
These are there are monsters in them, but I think they're more like reality sort of based. One is called ATM. And
Oh, no.
it is a movie about these friends that all leave a company party and they need to
Mhm.
stop at an ATM to get some cash. And it's one of those ones where you have to swipe your card to get in. There's a
Oh.
snowstorm. They get in, but when they go to leave, there is just a man standing outside in silhouette with an axe.
Oh no.
And they're trying to figure out, like,
Been
how
there.
do we get out of here, right? I know you love horror and I know you love Terrifier.
I do. Terrifier is one of my absolute favorites.
So tell me about what should I expect from Terrifier? Because I'm not familiar.
Have you not seen it?
I
Oh,
haven't.
Girl, get into it. Okay,
Okay.
well, number one, if you get a little queasy, I would not recommend.
I don't get
'cause-
queasy.
Yeah, because there's a lot of gore for
I
sure.
say I love gore.
Yeah, it's just a gore fest for sure. The first one doesn't have too much story, but then eventually, as you get into the second and third one, it gets a little better in the story department. And it's very camp. I feel like horror and camp like go together
Sure.
so well, and Terrifier does that in like such a fun way. So love, 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 highly recommend. But you have to. There's a little bit of scat too. So if you're into some scat play, that'll be
Oh,
a
I'll take
good
it all.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I hold the space for all of it, especially during the holidays, because that scat is like a gift. You know what I mean? It really is. It's a gift someone gives, and the gift changes every time. It's
I know.
constantly
Sometimes it's brown, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's runny. Like it's
yeah,
just the gift
it can
is
just-
different.
come out like liquid.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, why not? Why not?
I'm sick.
See, now you're getting queasy.
No, I
No.
love it.
You do?
Yeah. I'm a little bit of a scat queen, I guess. I just play one on TV.
Right. You have to keep all your opportunities open. Wait, play one on TV. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
If when they make the life story of you, who do you want to play you? And it could be several
Oh.
people at different ages.
India Moore, I get compared to a lot like out of drag, so I would definitely want it to be her for my biopic.
I like that.
Yeah, I get Laverne Cox a lot too, but also I'm just like, honestly, it's just because we're both black and trans. Like, I don't know. Like, that's
Mhm.
all they see. But I think for like later in my career, I feel like Laverne would be a good one too.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you?
Well, a lot of people say Laverne for me, but Laverne from Laverne and Shirley
I'm
is
sorry.
what they say. But yeah, so I
My
get that.
God.
Who would I want? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Because I want several. Like, I want younger. And of course, it's always the movie in your mind because it's like, well, who do you want to look like too?
Right. It's
But
like,
you
oh my God.
legitimately do look like those people. So it's easier for you.
I'm
Yeah.
like just a pinch with that. I feel like too, I'm like, maybe for Baby Me, it could be like Lady Gaga or something. I just want her in it in some way, you know?
She must. She
Yes.
must be. Absolutely.
Could you
I think
imagine?
so.
That would be insane.
What would you say, like, what monsters inspire your drag?
Ooh, honestly, the biggest monster for me is I love Divine so much. She's like the queen of filth, and I love anything like nasty, gutted. I saw Pink Flamingos at a very young age, and I probably should not have, but I've been haunted by so many scenes in that movie. Obviously, the end scene where she eats the dog poop, like that's one of the most iconic.
Of course.
But also, there's so much in there too. Like even when she opened the present with like just the big piece of shit in there, like that was so funny to me. There's just so much. She just is chaotic. And other movies too, like Polyester and then also Female Trouble. Like she's just such an icon in her own right. And then another inspiration for me too is Lee Bowery. I really love like the big costumes and just like the masks and everything too. That's part of the reason why I do my makeup like this too. Is kind of like mimic like I'm wearing a mask essentially. So that's a little piece from Lee Bowery. Love so much.
I love that. I think so many people people in general don't understand drag, right? And I feel like it's so necessary for people who do drag and love drag to support the idea that there's not one fucking way to do it. And you don't have to say like, oh, well, because I look like this and you look like this, that we're not similar, because we are so similar in so many of the things that we love. Like we're sitting here talking about kitties, right?
I know.
And somebody might think like, oh, well, why? I mean, you're going to go set fire to something. That's such an old, weird view. I am going to set fire to you, not a cat, right?
Yeah, I know. Love animals a lot more than people. So yeah.
It's just, it's so interesting because now more than ever, we need like the visual of everything that we're doing, the art that we create, the expression. It's like, that's what's going to carry us through. It has carried us through in the past, and it's going to continue to carry us through. I mean, I don't think any of us ever thought we'd be where we are right now in the country that we're in, but this is where we are. And the idea is that there's so many people that want us to, that can barely understand queer people in general. And then to see a heightened version of something else, right? Divine lives in us.
Absolutely.
Divine lives in us. I mean, I think anybody that I know that makes a reference to Divine, I already know that they know how different the characters were. I mean, I personally very much identify with Dawn Davenport, not just because, of course, I love the look, but then also people are like, yeah, but in this instance, you sound like that, or that's something you would do or say. And then when we're talking about Polyester, like it's just, these references are so deep. Have you always been so attracted to that camp level?
Yeah, it's just for me, it's like I've always loved like horror, and then just like finding camp with that too is like, oh, they like go together so well.
Yeah.
So I don't know, there was just something about it too. When I was trying to find my own queer identity, was looking for myself in like those type of movies, and also like Rocky Horror and like things like that too. I've always just loved like really camp things. And, you know, like people look at me and think I might be like some weird monster and all that. But like you said, people may have an impression of you when they see you, but it's like you would never guess that I like just the little silly, goofy things too.
Right.
Like I'm a little nerd under all this. But, you know, it's fun. And just like you can never judge a book by its cover.
You really can't.
Yeah. I don't know how to read, but you know what? But I'm still a book.
But we know how to read.
But we know how to read, darling. Yes.
No, it's totally true. And I think that's just like, I'm so lucky when I get to meet people that I've only known on the internet or I see on Dragula or Drag Race or wherever, to realize like how similar people are, right? And like there's a differentiation between, like you said, the drag that you create versus the woman that you are. And they do meet somewhere, but at the same time, you know, there's nothing to be afraid of. People think that well, you have to be afraid of this. This is easier to digest. You know, for a long time, we used to do this show in West Hollywood, and it was like all trans women, all trans performers. This was in the early 2000s. And there was always a drag queen who was super, super campy, who was the host. And I always asked, like, how come she's always the host? And they said, because when we have people that come in, it's easier for them at that time to be able to relate, to go, that's a man, that's a guy, that's, you know, that's what they had to be given that permission or something to be there. And then I'm so glad to see where we are now. You know what I mean?
It's so strange too because like trans women and like even, drag kings and everything have always been a part of the scene, but it's just what most people is the most digestible is like a gay man in a dress and everything, which obviously very valid and all that, but it's like we've always been around trans women, drag kings, etc. And it's just like I think part of it too is like in television and all that, you see a lot of just the gay man dressing up as a woman. But I'm glad that finally we're getting to see more recognition of trans women, AFAB people, doing drag as well, because they've always been there.
Right.
So I'm glad that, even in just shows from the early 2000s, that was a thing too. But it's like also, it's still something that we're dealing with. It's still something that, isn't 100% the way that it should be. But I'm glad that it's finally somewhat coming around, which hopefully, I don't know with what's happening with like the election shit and all that. But I'm like, hopefully we'll still be good. Fingers crossed, but who knows? I don't want to talk about all that though. Let's not get too happy.
I know. I'm just looking into your eyes and I'm wondering, does the X make your vision different than the regular dot?
Oh, I can't even see at all.
At all?
No,
whatsoever.
Not at all. Where am I?
Does it fuck you up when you're performing?
No, because I'm like, usually most of the time, it's usually when the bright lights happen, that's when I'm like, oh, damn. But you know what? Most of the time I'm chaotic anyway, so it kind of adds to the performance.
Have you ever fallen while performing?
Have not fallen yet, but I have gotten close.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it happens. You know what I mean?
I'm curious, what's the biggest like mishap that you've had while performing?
Probably like not judging how far I was from the stage and just falling off. Like that's happened before. Yeah, that's happened before. I am like, I will, but also I'll trip on an ant turd. I mean, I will, if there's a crack somewhere, if there's a deviation that's that much, I will find it and I will fall down. And at this point, it hasn't happened for a long time, but I always think if it does happen, don't offer to help me. Just leave me there until the club closes because I don't want the scene. I would rather just roll underneath the stage and just kick it there. That's where I want to be. I just want to.
I'm obsessed.
I don't want any. I just keep partying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just it's another day for you. You don't want to draw attention to it.
Yeah, it's like Homegirl who died at Studio 54, and everyone was just like, just keep dancing. It's what she'd want. It's what she would want.
So sick.
I mean, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Oh my God.
You started drag like 16, 17, right? Very, very young.
Oh my God, I'm gagged to even know that. But yeah, I started when I was like 16, just in my bedroom, whatever. But then eventually I went to college early. And so I was doing college and like high school at the same time. And at the college, they had at the GSA, the Gay Straight Alliance at the time, they put on the drag shows. So I started doing drag shows when I was like 16, 17. It was like a quarterly thing. And then also Portland too, they had a underage bar at the time. It was called The Escape. Rest in peace, just killed the club. But yeah, that was a good time too because you could actually like perform underage at like a club environment. So that's kind of like how I got my start in drag. Was a bedroom queen for a minute too. I did like online competitions and stuff. But
sure,
yeah, it was just very interesting going from that to now. Here I am. I would have never ever imagined this for me because I was such like a introverted baby, like the most intense stage fright, like I could have never. But now I don't know, Asia kind of just gives me like my war paint and like the strength that I need to just move on. So it's lovely. I love drag. I'm like, this is fun. This is just so chaotic and fun.
Yeah, I mean, you're able to use your everything about yourself as a coloring book, as the canvas, right? I want to know more about Escape Nightclub because I remember when I was first like in college, I had heard that here in LA there used to be an all ages club called Maryland's that people would go to. I think it was Pasadena. I could be all wrong about this, but this was legitimately a place that you went to.
Yes. Yeah. It was when I was like 16 years old. That's when I first started going. And my friend that I met at college was like, hey, I know you like drag. You should definitely go out. Let's go out together. So we ended up going, we take like the bus to go down there. And yeah, they had like drag shows and everything. And some of the drag entertainers that were like 21 plus and actually like working the real clubs, they would like put on the shows for us little teeny boppers. And it was just like a Sprite bar. They just had like Sprite, Coca-Cola products and all that.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was so cute. But I will say the kids did get rowdy in the back because they did still have everything that you could imagine.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, I never partaked. I was never really like a partier or anything. I was just like a little nerd, but it was out there at the Escape nightclub, so that's probably part of the reason why she got shut down. But yeah, it was just a good time though, because like they actually had like it was kind of like a kiki ball, but like just with drag. So
I love that.
yeah.
What would you say is is there any lore, any mysteries, any scary things that you believe in the Pacific Northwest? Because I know you call that area home.
Well, I think the biggest one is like Sasquatch.
Right.
Which no shade. I think it might like people have just been looking for me the whole time.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I am a big bitch, so I'm 6'4" without all the everything. But honestly, like realty though, like I don't really know of any like major lore in the area.
I always feel like, they say like an inordinate amount of people go missing in the Pacific Northwest. And I feel like a lot of people also work on like pot farms. And so maybe they just are stealing product and they're just like, you're not really missing. You're just buried on the farm. You know what I mean? Stop stealing our shit.
Yes.
There's
Stop
that.
getting too high, Missy.
But then also I heard this story. If you go on Netflix, like if you typed in unsolved mysteries, it'll say watch more like this. And there's another one that looks like it's unsolved mysteries, but it's not. And they have like hour-long documentaries about things. And one of them was about all these feet that have been washing up.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what the hell?
I don't understand what was happening with that, but I feel like someone was just behind it and had some like foot fetish, and maybe they have it posted somewhere on the dark web or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? But honestly, kind of into it. It's kind of
I mean, I want to know more about it.
Yeah.
What about, do you like the Hostel movies?
Honestly, I've watched them. I'm not a huge fan, just because it's kind of like that early 2000s like horror movie energy, which is not my favorite because it's got kind of some of the like dude bro, like yo what's up bro, like kind of that energy, but it's still fun to see. I just like seeing all the kill scenes and all that.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite. Like I love watching that, and I always think like that girl buys her way out of it. I wouldn't be able to buy my way out of it.
Yeah, no.
But it's
like,
sickening.
Yeah, it is fierce. And, oh, God, another one that was around that time. I don't know if you'd be into it, but do you like the Rob Zombie movies?
Oh, of course.
Oh, my God. Yeah, House of a Thousand Corpses is one of my absolute favorites. Yep. That one's so good. I just love, like, Captain Spaulding in that. And he's so camp. That's another killer that's just, like, so camp. And I love him so much.
So I've always been into, I used to be very afraid of clowns. And then
now here I am.
Our producer, Doug, works, we have Knott's Berry Farm here in Southern California. So we have like the Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah.
And he's like a haunt character there. But anyway, I've gone every year. I love going, and they've had like mazes that are all clowns. And once I went through the clown maze, I was like, no, I love this. And I like strangely love this. Like I'm obsessed. I think it's great. It's not even scary to me anymore. Like, I don't know how that happens, how people change, but I love it.
Damn. See, I love that you always love like Halloween and everything, and just like the scary stuff. I will say, I love looking scary, but being scared is a whole nother thing. Like, I love going through haunted houses, but like, you will have to force me to go because like,
oh really?
I'm just such a little baby. I don't know what it is.
You're just a little girl.
I'm just a dainty little
Christmas angel on the set. Can you imagine if we did like we created different horror looks? Like you could be Wednesday Addams, right? And then I could be Pugsley. So you'd be like this really tall Wednesday, right? And this really short Pugsley. It's fierce. I love it.
I'm so
Could we be in a horror movie together?
Yes.
What kind would we be? What would we be?
Damn. Okay, well, I feel like I give killer energy, but like low-key, I give like first out. Like if a killer was actually coming
not first
for me,
out.
No, I would be though, because like if a killer's chasing me, I'm like, girl, I am not running. Like,
I'm not running anywhere.
I don't want to live that much. Like let's just end it. Cut the bullshit. Yeah.
1,000% on board with you.
What about, see, I feel like you give like final girl energy though. Because you'd be so unbothered the whole time, and like they'd be killing everyone around you, and then eventually you'd be like, oh, next. And then you'd accidentally kill the killer.
Let's take a break. We are back with Asia Consent. Now, this is the part of the show we call Read Me Delta, which you know very well.
I'm very familiar.
People will send in their letters, questions. We try to limit the comments because, you know, people, if you tell them, oh, send us your comments, they're like, well.
I heard about the damn couch. Yeah.
Well, let me let you know about your couch.
This is a very lovely couch, so I don't give a damn what they said.
Thank you.
Even though my back is starting to hurt.
Right. And she's going to have to send us her chiropractor bill.
Yeah.
Fucked her up.
I need to get adjusted, sis.
Okay, let's see what the first one has to say. Dearest Delta and festive guest, what exterior and interior holiday decor is very Delta? Wreaths, inflatable Christmas outdoor thingies. What are you decorating with this holiday season? With love and happy holidays, very Tamika. Do you decorate outside or indoors?
I do, because I feel like it gets it more in like the holiday spirit. I have like 3 tiny Christmas trees that I have around the house because again, the kitties, they like to ruin it, but I'm like, let me just they can have their little fun. So
yeah,
I got a pink Christmas tree, a black one, and a white one. Even though red is my favorite, as you could tell. I just I don't know. It was just something about the pink, like that's my second favorite. So
I love that.
Yeah, usually just that though. I don't do too much. I have a lot of Halloween decor year round too. Yeah, what about you?
I like to have several trees, just like you.
Relatable.
Yeah, so I want to have that. I mean, I kind of like sort of theming colors in a way. I feel like with Halloween stuff, it's a little bit different because I consider Halloween stuff like, again, a collection that you do keep out all year. You know what I mean? Especially in like my dressing area or bedroom or something. Like I love that, but Christmas, like it's coming down. Like it's going to be up for a dedicated amount of time, then it's coming down. So, I mean, I do sort of love, again, thematic. I personally don't do the inflatable stuff just because I feel like that's really cool if you have kids or you have a family with, you know, kids. Yeah. I'm not. If you're one of those people that has kids, then go for it. But for me, I don't, because you know what's, it's nothing sadder than during the day driving through a neighborhood and you see like a completely deflated snowman in the sun. Like I'm like, what? Why is that? I want you to put that away, but you can't because you can't put it back out, right?
Yeah.
And then
who's doing all that?
One time I saw this snow globe that was like an air-filled snow globe, and it spun around and the whole thing. Well, it was so windy that it picked up and it was just blowing down the street.
No,
in our neighborhood. Yeah. I kind of wanted to be in it in a way like that because you wouldn't get hurt, right? You would just
you know those balls that you like can get in and you like roll down a hill. It's very that energy.
Because that would be sickening if you just like got caught up in the air and like then you don't know where you end up and you're like, oh my God, I'm in Ensenada. Like, how did this even happen?
Oh, I do have a question with decor though.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When's the earliest that you'll decorate for Christmas and when's the latest you think you should take it down?
Well, it's always goes up for me right on November 1st. And I know that sounds like a lot to some people, but for me, I've always loved the idea of having the Christmas decor as the background for Thanksgiving.
Right. No, that makes sense.
And I always used to watch like soap operas. Like when I was in college, I watched soap operas and they would keep their holiday decor up, their Christmas up through New Year's because New Year's Eve would have a Christmas background.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like, I mean, for me, I'm going to say like no more than like a full week after New Year's Day.
That's fair.
I'd like to
give
have
a little grace.
Some people say Three Kings Day. Some people just take it down until it rots, until the tree rots. I'm gonna have. Well, I have a fake tree. It's
Me
like,
too.
Yeah,
so
I gotta have.
Oh, mine's never gonna rot. So all year, baby.
And I love the smell of like a fresh tree. But girl,
I do
you just
too.
get a spray or a candle.
Exactly. Because I'm like, I don't want all the fucking pine needles and everything all around my house, girl. No, yeah, there's too much outside already. Like, no.
Well, yeah, especially where you live.
Yeah, it's just my house is just like there's a big tree over the house, and it's just like pine needles in the house. Yeah. Pine needles in the garage, pine needles in my ass. Like literally they're like fucking everywhere.
Aren't you ever afraid you're going to get kidnapped in the Pacific Northwest?
No one's trying to kidnap me because I'm too like noticeable.
When you say you're out of town and you go to a gig and they say like, oh, we'll pick you up or whatever and you come in drag, will you come fully say this was the look, would you wear that coming out of the Homewood Suites Hotel
Yeah.
and just wait out in the lobby area for the car?
Yeah,
And
usually I
people
do.
think? What do people say?
They're like, "Oh my God, is it Halloween again?" They usually say something about Halloween.
Or,
and
are
I'm
you
like,
goth?
"Girl." No, literally, it's that every time. And I'm like, "Thank you," because I'm just like, I don't know if you were trying to compliment me, but I'm just gonna take it as that. So thank you. Yeah, they always are like, "I love your costume," which I think for them too, it's like supposed to be like Halloween adjacent too. But I'm like, you know what? People know what they know, and they relate it to what they know. So I'll take it. I love Halloween, so I'm like, I don't care. Yeah.
Well, I think it's so true that, I always say that we don't see things really as they are, but as we are. So they like you said, they come to you with all they know, and that's it. Like their mind isn't going to be any wider than that. They don't have the bandwidth to fucking hang on to too much.
Yeah, bitches love a reference.
They do. Okay, this one says, Dear Delta and Divalicious guest, as a drag artist myself, I love a glass of sparkling wine and a lit candle as much as possible whenever I get into drag, almost like a ritual. I was wondering if you and your guest have any rituals you like to do when you're getting in drag. Love, very Aria. Do you have any rituals?
I don't want to sound too brown nosy, but usually I do throw on a podcast, and I have like lately, especially I've been listening to you a lot.
Oh, thank you.
I'm obsessed, but if it's not that, I usually throw on one of my like tried and true albums, and everyone loves listening to like turn up jams, but I like a little depressing music when I'm getting ready. I don't know what it is, but I love throwing on like a Lana Del Rey or like Ethel Cain too. She's kind of like trans Lana Del Rey. Love, love, love. Or Chapel Roan too, because I'm like, she's a good time as well. And then, there's not too much else. I'll hit my vape 80,000 times when I'm getting ready to, but just kill my lungs and rip my ears out. It's fine. My little eardrums. It's fine. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm similar. I like to put on music. I like to listen to podcasts. I always feel like I have to say, like, my favorite things are listening to like missing person podcasts or
does she like to be kidnapped?
Right. I'm waiting to be kidnapped.
Yes.
Listen, I'm so crazy and fearful that might happen, which I don't think I would ever be kidnapped just because I'm too much to like physically for someone to be like, how the fuck? Where are we putting this? And then on top of that, like, I would be like, where are we going? I've been waiting for this to happen.
You're too excited.
Yeah,
I'm like, get out of my car, bitch.
Right.
You're too much.
Are you going to hurt me now or later? And like, do you want me to, like, what do I need to do? I feel like I would be that person. But I'm so fearful of that when I go to hotels, as soon as I check in, right, I go to like the vanity or the mirror or whatever, and I put my fingerprints. And when I check in,
that's smart.
I look at all the cameras and I wave so that people can go, oh, there he was.
That is so smart.
Just
I've
in
never
case.
thought of that.
Just in case. You never know. It could happen.
It's like, bitch, I was here. Don't act like I wasn't. Pull out some
was
hairs
here.
and leave them everywhere, I guess.
Yeah. If I had
is
hair
so
on my
smart.
head, I mean, I could leave ball hair. I could leave that probably.
I mean,
but-
Miss Scrotus,
Right.
why not?
Just little stubby ones. But but as far as I like to listen to podcasts when I'm driving. But I don't like to listen to them when I'm like at home. I want to just listen to music. And I have to have something like big to drink. Like I love like a big water or a big soda or something.
Oh, that's another thing too. I have like my thermos, which is like my water in it. I love ice cold water. Yeah, my favorite. I want it to like
that way.
burn me a little bit when it's going down.
Yes.
Yeah, water is so underrated. I feel like people are like, water, but I'm like, no, she is like so fierce. You
When
don't
she's
know,
cold?
obviously. So when she's cold.
When she's cold, baby.
Yes,
That's how I want it.
I know. I just want it to, like. I love the cold, and like that's why I like living in the Pacific Northwest. I'm like, it just reminds me of home every time.
I love that. You know what else I love? Having one of the cats in the room with me when I'm doing because I love to like look over and, again, it's the movie in your mind. So if I see the cat like cleaning herself, I'm like, God, I'm rich. Look how rich I am. I'm in here getting ready. My cat is just lounging. I got
luxuriating.
money. Meanwhile, I'm refilling the like Thirst Buster cup from AM PM with my drink in it. And I'm going, I'm so rich.
You make your own luxury.
Right,
That's really
you
what
do.
it is.
That's what you do.
Yeah, because it's like, it's not about all the fancy things. It's like maybe just the little things, and then your Thirst Buster cup.
That's it.
Is so crazy.
That's
that
it.
honestly took me out.
That's how we do it.
God. Delta, I love you so much.
I love you. Wait, what is your drink when you go to a fountain? Like if you're going to get a fountain at
Ooh.
7-Eleven.
Well, definitely Diet Coke.
Okay.
I've been like so obsessed. But I used to, when I was little, I'd do like a graveyard and just get like a little bit of everything.
I love
Because
that.
I
used to
like
do
a
that.
little variety, you know?
Right.
But if I'm not doing that too, maybe like a high C. Love a good
Uh-huh.
high C, the orange one. She's just like classic. I'm just a child at heart.
I love that. You are just a little baby.
Yeah, just a little baby.
That's my favorite. You are my
As I look
Christmas
like
angel.
this. No.
You are. You're
Yeah.
my Christmas angel.
Yes, I'll take
You
it.
are.
Yeah.
I was saying, like my little doll here, I'm going to get another one of these dolls and I want her to be painted like you.
I'll
I
do
think
it.
it's-
I would love
I
to.
think it's so magical. This is what I'm
Yes.
talking about. Like I feel like this is the episode where I've been able to marry my love for Halloween and my love for Christmas together. And I feel like there is a
Yes.
place where they meet.
Yes,
Right?
I'm just like the demented little sugar plum fairy that delivers the
Yes.
coal. I'm the one that delivers the coal. But
Yes.
someone's got to help.
It's like if you don't love the demented sugar plum fairy, then you have to be afraid of her.
Exactly.
Why would you want to be afraid?
I know. I feel like what I always say about my drag aesthetic too is I'm like your wettest nightmare. You know, instead of a wet
Mm.
dream, I'm just like a wet nightmare. But
I love
I don't
it.
know. Some people are like, I don't know why, but like I have a little chubby right now. And I'm like,
Right.
you know, I get it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm painted like this for a reason.
yeah, I live. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much
This
for
is so
having me. I
fun.
can't believe this.
This is super,
Yes.
super fun. You are just
Oh.
like, you're such a doll. You really
Oh.
are. Maybe spooky to other people, but I don't. Those are people that don't have a reference point. I really
Exactly.
think
And
that.
it's Halloween to some people. But thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you for
Like
being here.
truly, this is like one of the biggest things for me that I've done. And like I
Aw.
really cannot believe it. So
Well,
thank
you're
you
very
so
kind,
much.
and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Yay.
you.
And thank you all so much for listening and watching Very Delta. Our show comes out every Monday. Subscribe to Mom Podcast YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode. Search for Very Delta on your favorite podcast apps to listen to the audio-only version if you can't handle my Christmas angel right here in a visual format. You can also sign up for our premium offerings on Mom Plus Gold by visiting mompodcast.plus, where you get weekly episodes of more Very Delta. Don't forget to send all of your questions to readmedelta@gmail.com. You can find me at Delta Work on Instagram. And where can people find you?
Oh, yes, people can find me at Asia Consent on all platforms. It's Asia like the continent and consent, which is mandatory. Instagram's my favorite, but like you can find me anywhere. Asia Consent.
I love it. We will see you next week. And until then, keep things very merry, Delta.
Yes! Merry Christmas, bitches.
Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Margot Padilla. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cold. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio. Recorded at Forever Dog Productions. They left her up here to fight for her life with a piece of paper and this. They left her there.
Mom!
To listen to Very Delta ad-free, one day early, and to get access to more Very Delta and all of Mom Podcast's premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.